When I walked through the front door after my week-long work trip, the house felt quieter than usual. Too quiet. Her shoes were neatly lined up, the way she always did when she was nervous. I told myself I was just tired. That jet lag was making me overthink things. But something heavy sat in my chest. She hugged me a little too tightly when she saw me, like she was afraid I might disappear again. Her smile reached her lips, but not her eyes. I asked how her week had been, and she said, "Fine," a bit too quickly. We talked about my trip, my meetings, the long flights, but she barely spoke about herself. That night, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the bedside table. I wasn't the type to snoop, and I hated the idea of invading her privacy. Still, the screen lit up with a name I didn't recognize and a message that read, "Did he make it back yet?" My heart dropped. I didn't open the message. I just sat there, staring at the ceiling, listening to the water run, feeling 1,000 thoughts crash into each other. When she came back, wrapped in a towel, smiling softly, I wondered how long she had been carrying this secret alone. The next morning, after a sleepless night, I asked her directly if there was something she needed to tell me. She froze. Her coffee cup trembled in her hands, and that silence told me more than words ever could. Finally, she nodded. She confessed that during my trips, she had started confiding in someone else. It began as harmless conversations, she said. Someone who listened when she felt lonely. Over time, those talks turned into something deeper emotional, but not physical, at least not yet. Still, the betrayal cut just as deeply. I felt anger rise in me, sharp and hot, but beneath it was sadness. I thought about all the nights I spent in hotels, missing home, believing we were both waiting for each other in the same way. Hearing her truth felt like losing something I couldn't get back. She cried, saying she didn't want to lose me, that she had been scared to tell me the truth. She said the guilt ate at her every day, especially when I called her from the road and told her how much I missed her. I could see the regret in her face, raw and real. For a moment, I considered walking out. It would have been easier to turn my pain into distance, but instead, I asked her why. Not in anger, but in exhaustion. She talked about feeling invisible, about us slowly drifting apart without noticing. That conversation lasted hours. We said things we had been avoiding for years. It hurt, but it was honest in a way we hadn't been before. She ended contact with the other person that same day. Not because I demanded it, but because she chose to. The days that followed were awkward and fragile. Trust doesn't rebuild overnight. Some mornings felt normal, almost hopeful. Other nights, doubt crept back in, whispering questions I didn't want to ask. We decided to try counseling, something we had always put off. Sitting in that room, admitting our failures out loud, was uncomfortable, but it forced us to really listen. Slowly, we began to understand how we both had played a part in the distance between us. I learned that her hidden truth wasn't just about another person, it was about unmet needs and unspoken fears. And she learned how my silence and constant travel had affected her more than I realized. Months later, we were still together, not because things magically became perfect, but because we chose to face the truth instead of running from it. The trust was different now, more careful, but also more real. Looking back, coming home from that trip changed everything. Her secret broke something between us, but it also exposed what was already cracked. What happened next wasn't dramatic revenge or a clean ending, it was hard work, painful honesty, and a second chance we decided to earn day by day.